Hello everyone, I'm Dan and welcome to another episode of Creator Club here on Reesy FC. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, it really helps me out if you do. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, that also helps me out as well. And make sure you hit the little bell as well to be notified every time I upload a video. I'm also now streaming on Twitch 2 nights a week, usually Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 PM. Twitch.tv/ReesyFC, make sure to give me a follow over there as well. So, since you was last with us, we've been in quite a good form. We've lost 2 of the last 9 games since you was with us for the Chorley game, where we somehow come back in the 90th minute to win that game with 10 men. I don't know how, but we done it, and we ended a bit of wretched form there. So let's show you what's happened in a couple of the games out of the last 9. We tweaked our tactics a little bit, and we faced second place promotion chasing Oldham away. Shisley gave us the lead early on within 16 minutes. It was really good football. Probably our best performance of the season by far, this one. We was then 2-0 up. Shortly after, about 3 minutes later in the 19th minute, Shisley again, lovely volley at the back post from a lovely ball in from Burrows. Oldham did pull one back though. As expected, they started to come at us just before half-time, and a half hour on the clock. They did pull it back to 2-1. Nice, well-worked goal there. However, in the 34th minute, the keeper made a right mess of that, and Shisley had an open goal to shoot at from distance. He did nearly miss it, to be fair, but that made it 3-1. It was then 4-1 when Tricker scored right before half-time in the 41st minute. I forgot to mention that was a hat-trick there for Shisley in the first half. Then Mitchell finally got his first goal for us, a bit of a scrappy one, but it did end Oldham 1, Reesy FC 5. What a performance that was. Straight after that game, we lost to Woking, but then we played Cambridge last time out. Shisley scoring again from the penalty spot this time. And then a bit of a defensive mix-up. Stott played through Daly. Our defence just seemed to stop. And in the 67th minute, Cambridge equalised to make it Reesy FC 1, Cambridge United 1. And here's confirmation of the results. Everything that's happened, basically, since you was last with us in the Chorley game, which is here. We then went to Bromley and won 1-0 after that. We drew with Harrogate. Then we beat Sutton United, our old rivals. So we went there, that was 5 games undefeated, which was good after the poor run of form here, which has really, really dented our playoff hopes. And then, of course, we went to Boreham Wood, we lost 3-0, it was a really, really poor performance then. And in the second half, I changed it a little bit. We didn't score goals, but we had a lot of the ball, and I decided to stick with that formation. It's worked out pretty well so far. We went to Macclesfield and drew 0-0, which was a little bit disappointing because they were second from bottom, I think, in that game. Then we beat Halifax at home. Went to Oldham, of course, which you just saw on 5-1 away. Absolutely incredible performance. To score 4 goals in the first half was truly incredible. Of course, then we lost to Woking, as I mentioned, and as you just saw, we drew at home to Cambridge. And we are here for the final day of the season as we take on Dover, who are absolutely fighting for their lives. If we have a look at the league table here, they are battling with Sutton United to stay up in the league. And if Dover get a point against us, they're safe. Happy days. They could even lose against us and be safe, because it means Sutton have to win and Sutton have a better goal difference. However, it'd be nice to send our old rivals down, won't it? Show that we can stay in the league, and Sutton weren't good enough at the end of the day, just like we wasn't last time. And we obviously left it till the final day to be able to go down as well. But if you look at that, we're an astonishing 20 points clear of 21st place Sutton United. We have had a marvellous season, and as I mentioned a minute ago, if we didn't have that terrible run of form around the Sheffield United game onwards, we might be in the playoffs. We're only 10 points behind Stockport County there, so we could have had a chance, but we haven't. We'll use this season just to lay the foundations in this league, and hopefully we'll bring in a couple more players for next season and try and push towards the Football League. But without further ado, let's head to the game against Dover. And here, this is the side we picked: Horlick, Dyche, Matsuzaka, Tricker, Williams, Lowe, Defice, Shisley, Burrows, Koyar, Osborne and Marriott. You will notice, if you've been looking at my tactics in the previous episodes, Marriott is now a complete forward. This is something I've changed a little bit, mainly for the Bottlers Championship that's coming up, which you can see on my Twitch, so make sure you follow me over there. And you know, I've changed it up to be a bit more possession based, get the fullbacks forward a little bit more. I won't let you know too much, because if them guys are watching, they'll know how to counter it. But anyway, we've changed it. We're going to be try and be a bit more possession based, bring the forward back more involved with the midfield, because I've found with Marriott's not been getting into a lot of the games. So hopefully these tactics work. Koyar and Osborne are now inside wingers, inverted wingers. So hopefully, they'll do a job for us and help support Marriott as well. So let's get to it then. Let's submit this team. Hopefully we can get 3 points today, finish the season strongly. It would be nice. Are we both playing in black today? That looked like. Anyway, let's say, come on lads, show me what you can do. Final game of the season. There's places up for grabs next season now, boys. So you've got to impress me if you want to stick around, because I'm hopefully going to do some transfer business to improve this side. And I've got to mention as well, if we win today, we can finish in the top 12. And if we can get a top half finish, it would be absolutely amazing. If we if we don't lose today, we'll be 13th, and we would have taken that at the beginning of the season. And look what I mean by possession-wise. We've had 76% possession so far. It's something I want to improve on, is keeping the ball more, because we don't tend to keep the ball very well at all. And we've been creating chances in some games as well. Some games we haven't been. The players are still trying to adapt to this system. But because we're safe, I thought I'd implement it with a good 8 games to go. There's still no highlight though. Half an hour gone. It's a bit of a dull affair, isn't it? You wouldn't think Dover are fighting for their lives. Let's keep an eye on what's going on down there. As it stands, of course, they are safe because they need to lose and Sutton need to win. So we'll keep an eye on what happens down there. It would be nice to send Sutton down, wouldn't it? But of course, we don't want to lose today to Dover. 40 minutes gone though. There is no highlight. Very, very bizarre indeed. A lot of the ball, 70% still, which is incredible. And I'm going to tell the boys we're not happy with that. Aggressively going to say we're not happy with the performance. I want to see more. I want to see us attacking. I want to win this game against Dover. It is 0-0, of course, here, just after 50 minutes. So I promise you, we've been playing well with this tactic. We are on the stats. We're just not producing any worthy highlights. 8 shots for us now. We're approaching the hour mark. Still no. Oh, here we go. Here's finally a highlight. Device with a free kick. Hopefully we can score from this. Device's ball in to absolutely nobody. Matsuzaka picks up the ball. Shisley. Great strike from Shisley. Tipped onto the post. What an effort that is. That guy's been in scintillating form since the change, the slight tweak in tactics and the way we play. We're approaching the 60th minute. We are in the 60th minute. Shisley is going to put the ball in. And at the back post is Adam Marriott, the man we're trying to get involved. Even more, he cupped. Did you notice he just cupped his ears to an empty stand? Now he's over to some fans cupping his ears, and it was a beautiful goal. Lovely ball from Shisley in, and it was nice to see Marriott on the end of it with a well-timed volley at the back post. Took it very, very well. 61 minutes gone. Is Dover 0, Reesy 1, and as it stands, we will still be 13th. I was hoping there to say we'll be 12th. We'll be a mid-table team. Technically, we are. But we want to get top of the table. But we are going to make a couple of changes. We are going to bring Koyar off. And Shisley's going to go out there. We're going to bring... I was going to bring Roberts on, actually. We will bring Roberts on. I think that's the only change I want to make at the moment. Don't want to disrupt it too much. But it's been a good performance so far. Not many highlights. But look, 12 shots, 7 on target, 70% possession. We're playing very good football. And that's what I want to see from my teams. It is 75th minute now. We are going to make another change. Keep things fresh. We're going to bring off Marriott. Ryan Mitchell's been trying to impress me. He handed in a transfer request, which we accepted because he was very unhappy with how much football he was playing. So we decided to actually give him a little go, and suddenly he's withdrew that transfer request, so now he's staying at the club. He's happy to be there. He scored his first goal for us, so hopefully he can kick on now. The unfortunate thing is he's not a complete forward, and that's what I want now out of this new tactic. But none of our forwards are, so it looks like we're going to be shopping around for a complete forward in the summer. Roberts lays it back to Osborne, plays it to Device. Look how far forward our fullback is getting. Played out looking for Osborne. Roberts picked it up. Out wide to Williams Lowe, can really whip a ball in. Whip it in, son. He does. At the back post is Shisley, who gets another goal. 10 for the season for him. He scored about 5 in the last 3 or 4 games, and he is really benefiting from this system. And we're 2-0 up here at Dover. We've cruised this game. It's a lovely way to end the season if it does stay like this. Beautiful ball in, a headed goal from Shisley. Keeper absolutely no chance. And Williams Lowe getting forward very well, which I now want from my fullbacks. They were doing it anyway, but we're getting further forward. And this has gone straight into a highlight, so hopefully Dover don't pull one back here very quickly, because that would be disappointing. It'd be nice to keep a clean sheet. It is the ball in, and there's forward. About what is going on? Did that hit the post? I think it hit the post. What on earth was we doing? 7 minutes remaining here at Dover. As it stands, we are still 13th in the league. It's a shame if we don't finish in the top 12, We were 10th at one point over the last few weeks, but it's a strong finish to the season. And here, hopefully we don't concede one now, and we have. Kieran Jones has scored for Dover. It's a shame we couldn't keep the clean sheet. Surely there's no time for them to come back and actually equalise. Let's skip that. Come on, boys, hold on. The ref blown his whistle. We have finished with a 2-1 victory. It was a fantastic performance. 69% possession, which was amazing. A lot of chances. Just need a few more highlights now. Did that just say Tottenham avoid relegation? They've had a terrible, terrible season. So yeah, there's confirmation then. I better show you the other view so you can actually see the league, because my head will be over in the way, won't it? So we are 13th in the league, 64 points. Confirmation, we finished just 7 points behind 7th place Stockport County, so we really did throw it away around about here. Look at this, from Boston downwards all the way to Barnet. Just pick up a couple more wins there, then maybe we could have done it. It is unfortunate indeed, and we did lose to Stockport County in that run as well. And of course we have finished a massive 23 points clear of Sutton United, who have been relegated back down to the National League South, where they belong. I'm only joking, Sutton fans. It's just because of the rivalry we had on the promotion run-in. So it's been a fantastic season, hasn't it? Let's have a look at the club vision. This is what they set out for us. They wanted us to fight bravely against relegation, which we failed to. Well, technically we did that last time, but we went down, but we did fight bravely. But this time we have beaten the drop. They're absolutely delighted with it. They're giving me an A- for this season, and I think that's well worthy of an A-, my performance here. And they wanted us to reach the FA Cup first round. Of course, we got to the fourth round and we got knocked out by Sheffield United, and it was a fantastic win against Coventry in the third round. So we've had a really good season, in my view. We've had some great runs. We've had a poor run, which has ultimately kind of not really let us down, but it meant we couldn't obviously compete for promotion to be in the Football League next season. So before we leave you for this season, here's the end of season awards then. So Fans Player of the Season is Lucas Device with 37%. He did have a good solid season for us, so I think he's a worthy winner. Goal of the season then was Device versus Yeovil Town. Let's remind ourselves of that one. Can't remember this one off the top of my head, but let's have a look. Played out wide to Williams Lowe, I should say. Into Device, one touch, bang, lovely strike into the top corner. That was a worldie. It was that much of a worldie, I can't really remember it, but it was a beautiful goal looking at that, so no wonder that did get goal of the season. Signing of the season, I absolutely agree with Ben Tricker. He has been solid. He transformed our defence massively, and I think that is well deserved. And Lucas Device is raking in the awards. He's got Young Player of the Season as well. He's only 22 years old, and to get 3 of the 4 big awards is fantastic. Stats wise, top goal scorer is Adam Marriott, 13 goals. Device got the highest average rating, no surprise there after getting 3 of the 4 awards, 7.01. Williams Lowe with 8 assists, fantastic. He gets down that wing very well from the fullback position. Alfie Cerulli had the best pass completion. He hasn't really played much, so that's probably why. 5 player of the match awards for Device, 9 yellow cards for Sheasley, most red cards, Device, Koyar and Evans all on 1 red card. We did like a red card this season. So for the review, we've already gone through this. Apparently match of the season was the 1-0 win away from Cambridge United. That is crazy considering we've had the Coventry City win where we won 3-0 at home and the 5-1 away win to promotion chasing Oldham. That is crazy that a 1-0 win was match of the season. The fans obviously don't expect much. Moment to forget was a 3-0 defeat to Boreham Wood, which we played online, and that was the turning point where I wanted to try this new tactic. So it was a good moment for us technically, because we changed the tactic and started to play a lot better. So the visions and expectations meetings next season, they do want us to fight bravely against relegation again. I want to fight for the playoffs. I want to make sure before FM21 I want Reesy FC up into the Football League, and then my work here is done. And then after that, they want us to continue remaining in the National League. I mean, they haven't got much hopes for us, have they? Hopefully we can bring in some players and then we'll change all these expectations. So let's have a look at the end of team season meeting then as well. So we're going to tell the boys, I think we're in a good position to avoid a relegation battle. I don't want to put too much pressure on them, so I think I might say we're not good enough. We're good enough to not be relegated next season. That will be our likely target. we have no chance of beating a drop. It's nice to know, isn't it, that they've got confidence in themselves, isn't it? So I think we have. I'm going to say to them that I've really wound the squad up now. They think they're going down next year. Have they forgot they just finished like 24 points or whatever I said it was above the relegation zone? Crazy, crazy stuff. We've got to accept that as well. But guys, we'll call it a day there. We can go through lots of emails there. I think you've seen the more important ones about the end of season awards and whatnot. So we will come back to you. Unlike Sleeping Giant, won't show you a transfer window. We'll come straight back for the first game of the season in our second year in the National League, and hopefully we will make some great recruits over the summer ready for the new season. Of course, the window doesn't close until like March, so we can keep adding to the squad, but I'd like to get the business done before the start of the season, and hopefully we can push on to promotion to the Football League. And if you did enjoy that, guys, please make sure to leave a like. It does really help me out. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and I hope to see you next time on Reesy FC for our second season in the National League. Thank you for watching.